Hi guys, Hamster here. Tonight I wanted to talk to you guys about stocks on your carbines. There is a lot to pick from and a lot to consider when looking for a stock on a carbine. I got two examples here, two different Magpul products. Magpul has a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff out there. Right now tonight I'm going to concentrate on just some of the stuff that's available from Magpul and some of the features from Magpul. Typically on our carbines, we have basically, whether it's a mil-spec tube or commercial tube, they are running a 6-position buffer tube or buffer extension. Buffer tube is commonly known. And so you have, you would think you would have a lot of adjustability in a 6-position stock, which you do. But all stocks are not the same. Even though they all go on the exact same buffer tube, like right here, I have an example. Here is a CTR stock from Magpul, and we have a ACSL from Magpul. These are both mil-spec buffer tubes, both 6-position tubes. You would think they would be virtually the same when it comes to setting them up. And one of the most important things to remember when setting up your stock is probably going to be length of pull. Once you determine what's the appropriate length of pull for you, that will help you in your stock selection. Because you can see here, this stock is physically much bigger than this, and that makes a big difference. On the Mo and the CTR, which are very similar, they have a minimum and maximum length of pull. The minimum is 10.7, maximum is 13.95. Now that's going to determine its range, where it's going to be useful to you. If you're a smaller guy, then this will probably work, something in that range will work well for you. If you're a larger guy and you might need a longer length of pull, this ACS or ACSL with like this one here might be a better choice because it has a minimum length of pull of 11.75 and a maximum length of pull of 15 inches. This has one of the longest length of pulls in the carbine stocks. Even though it fits on the exact same buffer tube, has the exact same 6-position tube, it goes out to 15 inches. So what do I get when I get a buffer tube and I have 6 positions? Well, you have some adjustability, but you can see these adjustments are on the coarse side a little bit. Each adjustment in the 6-position tubes typically moves the stock 5/8 of an inch. And regardless of whether you have a stock like this one or this one, which has a much shorter minimum length of pull and shorter overall length of pull, you still only get 3 1/4 inches total movement from minimum to maximum. So even with this one that goes out to 3.95 and this one that goes out to 15 inches, total adjustability 3 1/4 inches. And remember, it's going to be 5 inches or 5/8 of an inch per adjustment. So per position, you're going to change the length of pull 5/8 of an inch. Now 5/8 of an inch is kind of coarse on the adjustment. So Magpul has come up with some ways here to we can fine tune that length of pull, and you're not stuck with just simply a 5/8 adjustment. They have removable butt pads. Like this one on the CTR can be removed and ran without a butt pad. And this is the standard butt pad, which is about 1/4 of an inch thick. Okay, now none of these pads really provide any cushion for recoil. They're simply there to provide a good grip on the fabric, help you plant that rifle and keep it put. But by simply removing this, you would be able to shorten that length of pull by 1/4 inch in whatever position you set it in. But Magpul has two products, replacement butt pads. One's called the extended butt pad, and the other one's called the enhanced butt pad. Now people might think that these things are, rubber butt pads for reducing recoil. They're not. Here is an example of the extended butt pad. The rubber portion is exactly the same as the standard butt pad, about 1/4 of an inch thick, but it has a built-in 1/4 inch thick spacer into it. These products are simply for fine-tuning your length of pull. The extended butt pad is called the .55 extended butt pad, and the other butt pad is called the enhanced, and it is .70, and it actually moves your length of pull a half inch. So you can buy either the extended or the enhanced, and either add a quarter or add a half inch to the length of pull of your stock. Because I'm right here, this one has the extended butt pad has been installed. The standard one's been removed. So when I have these two stocks set, basically on their settings that are appropriate for me, I have the exact same length of pull. I'm able to have the exact same identical length of pull, even though I have two different stocks. This one has a different minimum and maximum. But that's one thing you need to pay attention to, is look at the minimum and maximum length of pull on each stock, and then find, after you know what length of pull is right for you. But then you can get these extended and enhanced butt pads from Magpul. They're about 20 bucks. They come on and off with a simple Allen wrench. You need an 1/8 inch Allen wrench, and you can take the butt pad off. And they also have two tabs. You'll need a flat tip screwdriver to push in here to disengage the tabs. There's like little indexing tabs right here that click in. You can see these. So that goes right in there. A flat tip screwdriver disengages that. 1/8 inch Allen. They do come with new screws that are longer and that are pre-coated with Loctite. So that's one of the main things I see guys when they run their carbine stocks. Yeah, that's great. They're adjustable. They got 6 positions, but remember 5/8 per position is kind of a coarse adjustment, and we'd like to get the exact same length of pull. And it doesn't really matter if it's a fixed stock. I got several AR-15s, and some have fixed stocks, some have fixed stocks with adjustability. I got several different carbine stocks, but all my rifles I have set to the exact same length of pull. So no matter which rifle I pick up, when I put it to my shoulder, my face goes to the exact same location. I plant it the same way. Every single one has the exact same length of pull. So when you're looking for your buttstock, look at the minimum and maximum length of pull on that, and then you can either get a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch to add to it. So if that one setting's not quite enough, you can add a 1/4. If that setting is too much, you can back it up a setting, then add a 1/2 inch to it, and you can fine-tune that length of pull to be exactly what you need, and that will make you much more consistent. So when you're looking at your the Magpul stocks, pick the one that looks like it's going to be the best suited for you. Like I said, this ACSL will go out to 15 inches. This has a massive amount of length of pull on the exact same buffer tube. But getting the different buttstocks or the butt pads will allow you to fine-tune that length of pull and make that rifle exactly fit you perfectly. So just something to remember when you're looking at your stocks, something to consider. Length of pull is critical. Setting your carbine up with the proper length of pull is going to make it much more enjoyable and much easier to shoot and shoot well. Thanks for watching.